Okay, so I'm taking Linux administration right now, and I did not do so hot.
Hey, what's up? My name's Dave. I run a channel called You Suck at Programming. Even though it's called You Suck at Programming, we actually talk a lot about like sysadmin stuff, Linux, Unix, and a lot of bash scripting, but a lot of sysadmin stuff, so a lot of like using the terminal, running commands and stuff. So in this video that I'm stitching, she kind of talks about, she vents a lot about a Linux class that she's in and not doing so hot on like the midterms or just the exams in general. So when it comes to it, it's like, you know, here's a task you need to do. And she says the one thing that she forgets or she gets tripped up on is the commands. Like, how do you remember which command to do what? There's a ton of commands. And then at the end of the video, she says, I'm like, maybe I'm just a slow learner. Slow down real quick. I'm going to say this real quick. There are a lot of commands. Even if you're a fast learner, it's a lot. So like, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. There are a ton of different commands. If you're in a Linux system, we have the commands that are built into your shell. Then we have the commands that are accessible on every Unix-like operating system. And then we have commands that are specific to Linux. Then we have commands that are specific to your distribution of Linux. They're all over the place. Some of them were written in the 70s. Some of them were written 10 years ago. So they all have different ways of being run. Some of them have very short names. A lot of the like original commands that were around 50, 60 years ago, they have very short names. A lot of the newer commands now have long names. It's very, very confusing, so don't feel bad about it. I think the first time I ran a command on a terminal was probably 2002, 2003, but I didn't get serious about learning it until like 2009, 2010. I say that to say I've been doing this professionally for 15 years, and I still get tripped up on which commands I'm trying to reach for. I'll still call things with incorrect command line arguments or flags. So yeah, don't feel bad. It's hard, it's difficult. I know you're talking about like a class setting. If you were to actually get a job like this in the field, it'll be kind of reverse to what you're experiencing in class. Like, because what you just told me is, I know what I need to do, but I don't know what command to reach for. That's fine. Oh my God, if someone told me that in an interview, that's what I'd be testing for in an interview. I'd be like, I don't care if you know the specific command. We could look that up in half a second. I want to know that you know how to actually approach this. And to actually answer your question specifically, like how do you get better at it? I know you have a lot of comments. A lot of people gave you some really good answers. The only thing I can tell you is just repetition and practice. It's a lame answer. It sucks. I'm sorry. You don't need to make flashcards, though you could. Like, you totally could make flashcards, and it probably would help you in the short term, especially for like exam or something. But honestly, just using the terminal and using these commands, you just start to memorize them because you really don't have a choice. That's the only way I can do it. So I have like a lot of commands up in my head because of just using it, just repetition. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's helpful.